What up YouTube, it's Ron here representing Photonic Visuals, bringing you some Vault of Glass hard mode gameplay. Mind you, this is pre-Atheon patch, when people were cheesing him. We still decided to do it legit, just because we thought it was more fun. Cheesing him was just too easy. And I'm going to be talking about the DLC coming up with their next raid, and you know, being able to build that raid team. That was one of the issues that Bungie had. The reason why they didn't implement matchmaking, because they didn't want you to get stuck with people who were going to give you a struggle, or you know, who are just going to grief you, who didn't have enough time or didn't have enough weapons, so on and so forth. And I can agree with them just because of my experience with Call of Duty Zombies. There was a lot of times we didn't want to take anyone from the lobby, we would just ask them to quit. But there was those jerks who would just never leave, and it would cause us to have to pull out another controller, you know, do that whole glitch where we started up and then we just shut the controller off and take the player out. So it's just whatever amount of people we need. And you know, there have been resources such as the forums and Destiny LFG to be able to pick up new raid fire teammates. And luckily enough for me, I've come across a lot of people who were good, and the way I would, I guess, test them out to add to my friends list is, let's run the raid. If we can beat it, I'll add you, and if we can't, I don't think you cut the cake. And that's just how it is. I would rather stack my friends list with people that I know I could run with than people who would be holding me down. And in the beginning, it was really just about bringing my characters to level 30, and as soon as I got them to 30, I was willing to help anybody. It didn't really matter anymore because I had gotten all the raid gear. The only reason why I'm pretty much running the raids right now are for the exotic weapon drops. Everything else I've already been able to collect, so I've been really lucky for that. Favorite raid pieces so far personally is the hand cannon whenever I don't have to deal with oracles, and if I do have to deal with oracles, let's switch over to Vision of Confluence, which is the scout rifle, and the hand cannon, which is Fatebringer. I think it's been beast in Crucible. It's one of my go-to guns, running either just PvE or PvP. And recently Zur sold the Plan C, and there's this combo going on with the Fatebringer and Plan C, being able to switch really quickly and to shoot off a quickly charged Plan C fusion shot, which I think has been pretty beast. Personally, I was able to get a Plan C in a raid drop a while back, so I didn't have to buy one from Zur. And there are a lot of new things coming in with this DLC, you know, from weapons to armor to new levels, new strikes, new raid. And the raid is one of the things my clan's really excited about. We already have a whole group of people who are willing to go at it as soon as it's made available, whether it be having to run through all the story missions and strikes to play it, or if we could just run the raid, we'll just probably run it straight from the get-go, try to figure it out. Hopefully we can be one of the first people to beat it, and that's what we're really looking to do. I've been lucky enough to come across a good group of guys who are always willing to help people with the clan, and you know, these guys are pretty serious about Destiny, which is one of the reasons why I've stuck with them. We run the raids and the nightfalls as soon as it refreshes every Tuesday, and I do stream it. I've been streaming on a more regular basis. So these videos that I'm posting is pretty much to entice you to come watch the stream. This is pretty much a preview of what's going to be going on. And the footage that I'm actually showing you guys right now is actually a playthrough from the Gatekeepers checkpoint all the way through the end on hard mode. And we were lucky enough to get, you know, one clean try all the way from Gatekeepers to Atheon, and I was able to save it within a 9-minute span. So it doesn't even take too long to be able to beat the Vault of Glass from the Gatekeepers checkpoint, especially if you have the team that knows what they're doing, and you know, you're able to keep as many people alive as possible, because hard mode, you know, once you die, you can't be rezzed. You'd have to, you know, wipe to bring everyone back. And you know, one of the other things that we've been focusing on is getting all the raid weapons for everyone who needs it, just so we can go into the next raid with the weapons that we can be equipped with. And I've seen a preview of a couple of the raid weapons coming from the Hellmouth raid, and some of the weapons are pretty sick. So they previewed how there's there's a progression from either rare to legendary to exotic, or from rares to legendaries. And all of these missions are very similar to how they set up exotic bounties, and they're calling them quests. So there could be a lot of new things coming in by the way of a progressive story. And I think it's really smart because, one, there's certain checkpoints that you need to go through in order to be able to get to the next level. That's where I think that you won't be able to do the raid right away. You might have to go through the story missions and the strikes, and then after you have completed a certain number of things with Eris, they'll unlock the raid. But it's all speculation. I've also been hearing that they are going to be releasing some stuff that hasn't been mentioned prior to, and I'm kind of hoping it's the new subclasses, because there has been rumors going on about the third subclasses, and the rumors that were going around, they seem pretty legit, and I wouldn't mind trying what they're actually talking about if it is real. If it isn't, then the people who created these rumors have a really great imagination that really can align themselves with how Destiny really plays out. And like, one of the things that I've been doing a bit more consistently recently is streaming. And I've had during the Iron Banner, I was able to stream a bunch of our Crucible matches, but before that week I was streaming a whole bunch of raids, and I've had maybe like 2 to 3 people pop in at one time. But during the Iron Banner I was really lucky. One of the days I had about 10 people or so pop in. I think that was the most I've had so far. And one of the guys actually left a comment saying that, to keep it up, because he believes that I would be someone who could collect the views with the type of gameplay I'd be putting out. So one of the main things I've been trying to acquire as a skill is the interaction level. And until I can get better equipment or a new MacBook for myself, my streams are just going to have to be coming from my PS4. I was really hoping to do everything from my computer, so I could design the whole layout of the stream, and really take advantage of the systems that Twitch has to be able to bring in the interactive viewers. And hopefully soon, but I have to start with what I have. And with the PS4 being able to save 15 minutes of gameplay, it's perfect for what I'm really doing, especially with the Crucible matches. Every time I get a really good match, I'll save it. And a lot of times I have forgotten, just because I'm so caught up with going into the next game and going into the next game. It's really on when I say, oh my god, that was such an amazing game, I need to save that. So some of the footage I have lined up that I will be uploading are going to be a whole bunch of kill streaks that I was able to remember to save, and a couple games where I got marked with unbroken, and some really crazy games where we just spanked the other team. And this is pretty much coming to the end of the clip. Some clutch stuff happens coming up. We go out to the middle, we hop in the bubble, and there's only 4 of us alive at the moment, and we're giving Atheon our all. I have no more sniper ammo. I don't know why I wasn't using rockets. I'm pretty sure it's because they're all telling me. I was lucky I didn't get blown up right there by that supplicant. We jump in this bubble, only 4 of us alive, so the person holding the shield and 3 other people. And we're trying to give it our all to Atheon. You can see his health slowly deteriorating, and one of our team members dies right here, so there's only 3 of us left. And right before that, right before he teleports all of us, I get glitched and get killed by splash damage right here, and he teleports the team. I'm able to self-res, break through my bubble, and kill Atheon right there. And that was almost a wipe, because there was only 3 of us alive. As you can see, the other orb was beside me. We got extremely lucky, but hopefully you guys can come back, check out the video, subscribe to the Twitch, hit up the Instagram, stay updated, and check you guys soon. Peace.